All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mike. Welcome to the March edition of the Partner Series event with Goodson. Today we have Mike. How do you say your last name, Mike? How does that?
Szymczak, it just rolls off the tongue.
Nice. Mike Szymczak with Rupt. And Rupt is a company that is literally they're here to disrupt the industry. And if you play around with the website, or if you've had a chance to look at the website, which I actually need to do right now, is well, I think Ross actually put a link to the website in the chat box. But if you've taken a look around in the emails that we've sent out and played around with their website at all, you've seen that they are absolutely disrupting the way that they're just the product. Everything about them feels just different. And then from our calls that we've done with them so far, it looks like they're focusing really heavily on sustainability, responsibly sourced items, and then some really cool second life packaging that's just really unique in the ways they're going about doing things. And I admittedly, so Landon was supposed to be on the call today, and then he had some reasonings as to why he could not be here today, unfortunately. But this is actually one of the first times I'm going to be getting a presentation myself. So I'm going to be kind of going through this with you guys today. So that's kind of exciting too. Mike, if you don't mind, let's just go ahead and get you in here, man.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Thanks for the warm welcome.
Absolutely.
Everybody, I'm on the West Coast time, so if I stumble a word or two, it's because I've been up now at 6 something in the morning, which I shouldn't complain about because I know there's a lot of hard
Much
workers out there
appreciated.
doing the same thing all day, every day.
Mhm.
But one rule I have for these things is I know everything I'm about to say, but you guys are here to learn. So if you guys any questions, any thoughts, any, feedback, please just, chat it if you want to, hide in the shadows, unmute if you want to, just yell it out. You guys are here to learn, right? That's why you wanted to come and join this little session. So please, please, please speak up, speak out. I don't want to just talk to the brick wall of your blacked out little Zoom boxes. So please, 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 and thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, cool. So let's check it out. As Brett said, trying to be a little bit of a disruptor in this industry. This is my 16th year in the industry. Launched a prior company that you guys probably bought a lot of stuff from Goodson called Origadio, which was a prior disruptor in the industry, going, pushing the limits of what suppliers should be doing in the promo space with one piece minimum, no setup fees, things of that nature. But this time, what we're really trying to do and have a hyper focus on and really explode with is two major market gaps that this industry really, really is missing out on. One is, yes, people are doing some sustainability and some recycled materials, our pet shirts and things like that. I'm sure you guys have seen, but we're trying to take it to a higher level of bringing transparency to the table and also just constructing goods with the highest recycled material content. So I'm going to show you an example. Let's see if you guys cool to share a screen here. So here's the website. You guys are all, probably on it, searching, enjoying, loving, liking. So let's go to any random product like the speaker here. The cool thing we're doing is on our website, we are going to be showcasing the actual breakdown of what every single material is that makes this product and what parts are recycled, and hand up what parts are not recycled. What parts could we actually absolutely just not make a recycled gasket cap or whatever the part is within the actual confines of the product. So having transparency around this. I mean, you guys are the end users. I haven't spoken to many end users yet this year, but I think it's such a crucial element to what their ESG strategy is and wants to align with, because this industry gets sometimes a bad rap of being, oh, you guys are just buying more things for the brand fill, or, you're at a conference and you're handing out just crap. And it's like you're the middleman to the garbage can. So having a strong, like I said, genuine, transparent supplier like us that is going to try to push the limits of what sustainability should look like in this industry, we're hoping to raise the bar for all. So first, made from recycled materials with transparency. Number two, another thing we're doing, which is super cool and costs you absolutely nothing, is all of our product is carbon net neutral at the end of the day. So you guys can buy anything from my entire catalog. We are internally sponsoring a carbon net neutral program that's going to carbon offset all of the product at the product level, which is great. And we're working with this cool company called Pachama. They're like genuine. It's not just like some big corporation you're just sending money to and they give you a piece of paper that says carbon credit. So this is great too. The other thing, and Brett alluded to it already, is all of our packaging in my prior life and my whole entire, experience in the industry. Packaging is key. Packaging is crucial. I've sold on packaging heavily. Everybody wants that amazing first impression. Nobody wants the stinky white china box where you don't really know what you got. You got almost like a mystery on your hands more than anything. It doesn't feel like a gift. So packaging is key because that is the first impression of what your brand is gifting to either your employees or your clients or whomever you're using your promotional materials for. So that first impression is great, but it goes away. And when it goes away, that box goes into the recycling bin, the dumpster, whatever the case. So what we've done is we've made the boxes have a second purpose and a second life to yes, not throw that box away and promote, its sustainability, but also B, sometimes it's pumping a lot more value into the overall gift that you're giving out there. I'll show you one of my favorites is on our Echo Deep headphone is, well, you can see this cool stop motion video where the actual inside of the box converts into your headphone stand now. So now you're getting an actual functional piece out of the packaging that it came with. Besides, maybe giving it to the kids to play with or something like that for a few minutes and then it gets thrown away. So this is just an overall value packing element that Rupt is bringing to the table here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, I guess if somebody were to get these headphones, and I see like it looks like the minimum order quantity for a lot of your items is one piece, which makes them great for storefronts and things like that. But if somebody were to get these headphones in, does it like have some sort of I don't know, I guess directions or packaging that say you can utilize this or like how to fold this to make it look like this?
Yeah, for sure. So it says it on the box, shows it on the box, and then there's a manual on the inside as well. Great point, Brett. The last thing we want on earth is to have, Brett have a conversation with Taylor about this cool element, and then Taylor buys 100, and then everybody gets him and has no idea that it does this part. But Taylor and Brett know, but not the rest of the team. So, and the rest of the recipients. So yeah, there's a manual inside or just instructions in the manual on how to do this, links to the website, and then also little imagery and notes about it on the actual packaging printed right there. So great point. So yeah, the other thing we're trying to disrupt is, yes, all right, so that covers sustainability, is I don't know how many out there, maybe chime in the chat if you guys have any international needs where you need promo product with your logo, your brand on it over at a conference in Germany or, at the big trade show in Poland or whatever the case. Anything you might need internationally. The other cool thing we've been able to do with some of our partners is we have our product that lives, gets decorated, and ships out of Austin, Texas, which is great coverage for all of America. 3 days ground to most zip codes. But our exact same 30 some odd products live in Hong Kong to be decorated at a 1-piece minimum, and then live in Portugal to be decorated at about a 10-piece minimum to cover all of European distribution and Asia distribution without VAT, duties, taxes, tariffs, surprise bills, or that very expensive international freight either. So
Yeah,
that's
that is because every now and then we will come across it's rare, but every now and then we will come across a need where we do have to ship internationally, and it is just such a headache. There's just so many things that you have to jump through, and the process is just so long, and you just never know what's going on in that regard. So that's really cool that you guys are utilizing that. And is that something that like you guys would automatically know to utilize that based on where you see, I guess the address, like on our
yeah,
purchase order?
for
Okay,
sure.
very cool.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure. Exactly. And it's still going to be like paid in USD, one PO to, us and Brett. So, yeah,
okay,
it's really simplified, that overall normally, which becomes a massive headache.
yeah,
Um,
awesome.
cool. So I'm going to get into some of my favorite products, very mindful of y'all's time. And I'll try to call out the second life packaging function on the ones that have a really, 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 really cool one. Please be mindful that we had to create 36 second life packaging functionality on a similar size box. So, sometimes creativity on our end ran its course, but um, super excited to show some of these off to you guys. Because the other cool thing about our company is I'm glad Brett is getting all this in front of your eyes as early as possible. Is all ours, it's a brand new company. So everything is brand new, which is our own design. So you're not going to see anything you've seen here anywhere else, which is phenomenal because it's a great refresh for, your palette, I'm sure, of all the things that you get presented. But the other cool thing about it is, since it's all brand new, we're using the latest and greatest chipboard, speaker drivers, PCB, battery. Like everything is high quality. So please don't get super crazy sticker shock if you see something that seems expensive, because remember, at the end of the day, made from recycled materials, carbon net neutral, second life packaging, and also the latest and greatest of our tech, and available at a one-piece minimum if you so needed, which is a great opportunity for, I don't know if you guys do much in the web store worlds or programs or things like that, but yeah, one off all day. So first up on the left here is our Jouncer speaker. This thing is absolutely raucous. It maybe the picture doesn't do justice, but this is 8 pounds. This is their decoration imprint space is about 8 inches by 12 inches. So this thing is actually pretty darn massive. It is a thunderous 80 watts of sound. So you can really, really, really rock and roll with this thing. It is so powerful that on the back side of it, it has a plug for a microphone jack. So you can literally use this as a PA system and present to an audience of 85 people, which I've done. Or it
So
also has a guitar jack as well. So you can plug a guitar into it and use it as a guitar amp. It's that powerful. I put this up against my Sonos Move, which is $400 every
yeah,
day of the week.
that's awesome. So I just put a link to that in the chat box if anybody wants to like go in there and take a look around at it, just to where like you can click on it, see the packaging, which it's also got some really unique like fashion for just really super cool packaging. But so the imprint on this allows for the full color imprint right there on the front, right? To where they can kind of print whatever their heart's desires are right there on the front
Oh yeah,
grill.
it's yeah.
Okay.
Everything we do is full digital, is maximum space. Really,
Okay.
we just want to be, evangelists for your brand and make sure you can get as much messaging across as possible. Which
Yeah,
is
that's
another good example. That one here is a sound view on the right, where you're getting the entire front of this entire speaker to be whatever you want. It's your canvas. The cool things about the sound view too is it's a 15-watt speaker, which is still really, really good. But the other thing I love is whatever song or podcast you're listening to, and you're Bluetoothing to this piece is going to showcase here. So it'll be like Led Zeppelin Black Dog or Joe Rogan episode 1999. Whatever you're playing to it showcases here on this cool LCD screen.
And so basically everything that's got like that sort of purple-ish design on it
Yep.
around the speaker itself. And is the grill itself brandable? Or is
Yeah,
that
so
just
this
like is that
this is
like
part of
the
their like power art for their company. And then yeah, but you could do full blue here as well if you wanted to. Here's a better example down here. Um, so
okay, nice. Okay, I see. I see. So you get to print like the full color like around it and then the speaker grill itself. That's
exactly.
awesome.
It's
Okay.
blank canvas, my man. Um, Another one that's pretty cool is our Fusion Beat here. This is our 3-in-1 model. So this is, to me, the perfect travel companion. Built into this piece, you have a 5-watt speaker, a 5,000 milliamp power bank, and also true wireless earbuds, all in this one little, housed in this little, almost like Monopoly shape house, which is cool for like real estate world as well, commercial or commercial residential mortgages, which is a really cool thing. It's kind of shaped like a Monopoly house there. And it's also translucent. And we've done that with a lot of our products where we make it a little bit see-through because we're trying to be as transparent as possible in, who we are and what our products are made of.
Yeah, I'm really digging like a lot of the see-through elements, and I'm seeing a lot of different products that are in here. That's really awesome.
Yeah. And then our two, I'll call it budget friendly speakers, are kind of more like entry level. Is going to be Booms, which is here, which is your 5-watt. You get two sides of imprint. So where you see that fake company Accellerize on one side, it's also printed on the exact opposite side. But if you had another logo or piece of art, anytime we do at Rupt two sides of art, so like one of my headphones you're going to see in a minute, you can do two different pieces of art. No setup fees or any art change fees or anything like that. So if you have a merger happening or you're maybe a corporate sponsor and then you want to put the event details on the other side, you can put both pieces of art on each side. And then two, since we are a shop that does one, we're really big into the personalization world. So if you wanted to get personalized headphone where it's corporate company here, Susie Q, Johnny J, whatever on the other side, we could do that too. The first 10 personalizations are free, then a very, very, very low fee to continue to build out the whole entire personalization order. The other cool thing too on the right with our Soundo, so that's your everyday entry level speaker. The 3 watts, that's pretty much what everybody's selling and buying for your entry level kind of speaker at that range of 3 watts. But the cool thing we've done with ours is we built it so that it has enough. We committed like almost like 40% of it to being a subwoofer. So a lot of your other 3-watt speakers out there that are just simply, a tweeter and don't have that rich of a sound. So this engineering it with a subwoofer here is going to give you a lot richer sound, a lot deeper sound, a lot bigger range as well. The other cool thing we did is we submerged all the buttons within the body. So you could lay it like this and have your arc going, vertically, or you could lay it upright and have your arc going horizontally. So it gives you a little bit of versatility on how you can print these things. And available black or gray as well with see-through components. Here's the headphones. So on the left is going to be our Ultras. This is our high-end noise canceling piece. I put this up against a Beats all day, every day, just shy of a Bose Q3. If you guys are familiar with that model at all. But the really sweet thing we've done with it too, and this is one of my favorites, is the Second Life packaging turns into a coffee table for your coffee table. That actually like LED illuminates and like lights up. So you can, put your little, catch-all, little cuddy right there for you. And the other cool thing too is that same thing, 1 piece minimum, you're able to actually decorate that case as well. So there's another maybe opportunity where everybody's going to get branded headphones, but we're going to put Brett's name on the actual case, so we know that who's around the office here.
And so for those headphones, you're saying so the standard pricing includes a full color imprint on one ear or both ears?
For this model, it's one because there's controls on the other side, but on the Echo Deep the one to the right, you could get 2 different imprints on each ear if you wanted to.
Okay, and I'm seeing here, I guess on the Ultras, if I'm looking at that one, so the standard price includes a full color imprint on the headphone itself on the one side.
Yeah, and then a small charge to do the case.
To print the case, and that basically adds roughly like $10 ish to print the case.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, right around there. Yes, confirmed.
Okay, nice. Okay, good deal.
Yeah, but like I said, usually got to get a bigger bulk order if we're going to print the case and things like that too. So it's cool that we have the flexibility to do it at low minimums, low thresholds to appease the masses. All right, and then 2 of our earbud models. I'll just go into this one real fast. This one's really kind of the ultimate in what we're all about, like I said, with transparency, where you actually can see every single piece of electronic that makes this earbud work, which gives us kind of like this cool futuristic look as you're walking around the streets, listening to your music, or at the gym listening as well with these Ghost Buds piece, which is really, really cool, really fun. And then on the Aero Tunes, on the Aero Tunes model, this is a little bit more unique in that I'm sure you guys have heard of like bone conduction earbuds and obviously in ear, but this is really unique. It's over ear. So it literally just sits right above your ear hole to play the music or, podcast or whatever you're listening to. So you're still semi-audible to the outside world. So this is a little bit more of a safety play. And then the other cool thing too is it's on a access point right here. So if it's over your ear and you need to listen to somebody really fast or somebody wants to talk to you, it literally just spins up and twists up so you can all of a sudden be fully audible. But they have the sport clip, so it still stays in play, and then you just flip it right back down to continue to listen whenever you're done talking to, a peer. So it's really, really slick, really awesome for, maybe on like the shop floor or like in the work environment. People could still are allowed to listen to music. And then my other favorite part is the Second Life packaging. Really sleek here, just turning into like your little desk organizer, pen holder.
That's the cool, man. That is
We'll catch all. All right, let's keep zooming here. All right, in the power section. All right, what was everybody in the chat, please say what was your favorite speaker or speaker you could see you would love to, have Santa Claus give you one day as a gift. What was your favorite out there? Please fire up the chat. We're taking some notes here. All right, then next up is our power section. So 2 major callouts in the power section, because you guys know what a power bank does. I don't need to go to that level, right? So the first one here is our Tri-Nifty. This is our 3-in-1 charger. So wirelessly will charge your phone, lay your phone right there in the front, your Samsung or Apple Watch up top, and then AirPods or a second phone there in the back. But the cool thing about ours versus other ones, maybe you've seen the industry, is we're at each one of those charging points, we're giving you a decoration option as well, or opportunity. So you get decoration here, 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 all 3 included, no setup fee, no run charge, no extra charge, none of that, BS. But my favorite thing that I've been loving about my personal sample is this whole block here in the front, yes, it charges your phone while, it's laying there, but this is also secretly absorbing a charge. And what it does is when you're ready to, go out on the night on the town, you slide this part out and it becomes a portable 5,000 milliamp MagSafe power bank as well. So you get your cool 3-in-1 wireless charging stand for the desk all day, and then the ability to take that power with you in your pocket, for the whole day at the conference or night on the town or whatever's going on. So I absolutely love this piece, and it's been, highly touted.
Yeah, that's really awesome. I feel like you guys literally thought of everything. It is,
We just think of things that we would want, and then
yeah,
just make
absolutely, man.
just make them. So here's the next example. You don't really see this in the industry, especially in promo, hardly in retail. So on our Alexa, this one here on the right, which is our 20,000 milliamp power bank, and our Voltix, which is our 10,000 milliamp power bank, which has really cool Second Life packaging. It turns like a little phone stand. So things that you guys buy in this industry for, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 now is included in the overall value of this of our line. But the cool thing that we've built into the actual components is, so yes, you guys all have power banks before, and it says, you have all your lights are flashing, or it says 100%. So you have 100% battery. But what does that actually equate to and what you can do with it? I don't know. Maybe like I can get 3 charges, Mike. Okay, cool, maybe. But what we've done is we've incorporated um, the technology to whenever you're charging something. So say you're charging your 2004 iPod, for example's sake. With this 20,000 milliamps of power and it has 100% of its battery life, it recognizes the rate of charge of whatever it's charging and gives you a countdown clock of how much time you have left charging that device at this capacity. So right now, that's why like this like 10 hours and 20 minutes was probably, for our example's sake, plugged into something super tiny. But if you're all of a sudden plugged into your MacBook Pro or a Microsoft Surface, which has a higher power requirement, that's probably going to say hour 29 left of charging. So it's cool because like when I travel, man, I travel with wife, family, we got to charge all these things all the time. Now I can know like, all right, cool, you get it for 20 minutes, and then I'll get it for the next like 10, and then we'll use it on the kids thing for 20 minutes. And now I know how much power I'm able to use and how much is like actually there versus, yeah, it's at 75%, or there's 2 lights flashing. That's like good question mark. So
I
it
love
just,
I'm on the, like, when I look at the Alexa on the website, the how that thing like lights up, and then the packaging, like you can kind of like put it in there and just kind of creates this cool like ambiance by just fitting the power bank inside the packaging for the Alexa.
yeah, it's,
Um,
we
but
kind
like
of
it looks very like Back to the Future, like flux capacitor when that thing is like up and running with the green neon light that runs around it.
yeah. So everything that's in this, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but everything that's like around here,
Yeah,
illuminates up if it's charging something or if it needs to be charged or if it's low on battery. But
yeah.
we also, like I said, we thought of everything. I know lights annoy people, so we made a button so you could turn off the light if you don't want that light, blowing you up. Cool. And then one more from the Power World is our first Accord. I know you guys have sold, purchased, and probably have one in your backpack right now of these like multi-charging cables. This one's been the most quoted and the most purchased so far from our lineup. And I think it's because it's such a simple thing, but I think people are really, really sick of the dongle cords that, feels like loose spaghetti and it's hidden in your backpack or purse somewhere. It just literally just like sits out there and hangs and gets, tangled and mangled amongst things. So we have it so that it can be tied off with the braided cord. So you could put it on like the same loop every time, all day, every day on your backpack or your purse or whatever the case. So you know where it is. But then also like all the cables don't get, frayed and damaged and destroyed because they're going to be, within the confines of this capsule piece that it all kind of like screws in together with. And it has all, 5 charging needs you could possibly need with, USB-A, C, micro, lightning and everything like that too. So I don't usually talk about this one in presentations, but like the sales are speaking for themselves that people were loving this piece.
Yeah, and that's a great price point item too for anybody who's loving this stuff, but just kind of need to hit a budget for a storefront or something like that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
for sure. Sweet. And then on backpacks, so we have 4 models. And actually, before I started the prior company I was with, I was at JanSport, so probably the backpack you guys carried when you're in 2nd grade. So and I know a good deal about backpacks and design, and we built a lot of features into our bags that we've had before at prior company as well as these ones. Main things we're looking at here in this first round is the because you know a backpack holds stuff, like that's all it really does. But so it's tough to get creative on how you can make yours stand out and be different. So what we did a long look at is, you know, use of materials. So use of materials is on the backer is super unique. We put a lot of extra padding, so it's like almost like a ribbed memory foam that we have in that one, which is our Galindo business bag. Super, this is my favorite bag. We call it the business bag because you could go on a business trip with it. You could, you know, take care of business on a vacation trip. Like it packs a punch with 22 liters of space there. And then the next one, you know, having this cool like diagonal look to the backer of this one makes it feel a little bit more of like a fashion piece and less of a promo bag. And the other cool thing, you see this guy sliding the passport in there. All of our bags have a like a hidden pocket back there. So you have your passport, you know, maybe cash while you're traveling. You know, in case somebody were to try to, you know, steal from you, they would not find it in this hidden
And
pocket there.
how are it looks like how are these getting decorated? Is that just like a full color transfer that's going on there, or what are we
Yeah.
looking at?
Yeah, so we're utilizing you know, DTF full digital transfer, so you can either which gives you a lot more flexibility. So as you see, you know, this Electra wanted their logo big and bold on the pocket, whereas this other, what is it, U Consulting is on the bottom right. I'm doing a project right now where somebody's got logo bottom right and left. No additional charges, fees, or anything like that, because they wanted to co-brand it with the product launch that they're doing, left, right. So yeah, the lot more power of choice for you guys with how you guys want to brand these things, you know, big and bold on this one, or, you know, small right corner, the choice is yours. And just, we can show you obviously with the power of Goodson and us, you know, virtuals, mock-ups. So if you guys are making a list at home of which pieces you want to see mocked up with your art, those are free and fast. So please hit us up with those opportunities. And then bag that's going to do the best is Paso Pack. I feel like it just checks all the boxes of what the promo bag, you know, promo consumer really wants in a backpack. High quality, the perfect amount of pockets and functionality, stylish, branded, obviously, and a decent price point as well. That these ones are coming in right around like $70. And this is the same thing. You can do it low, high, medium, and we're going to incorporate branding on the top here very, very soon too, which even Brent doesn't know about. Sweet. So drinkware.
Drinkware is some of my favorite in regards to like what you're going to be talking about today because just again just super cool styling across the board that feels like really fashion forward, like yeah, just great. So go ahead. Sorry.
No, you teed that up perfectly. I mean, when I say drinkware, and I'm getting excited too, that's why I usually keep it for the end, is because all these pieces, you've never seen them before. And you guys have seen the same stuff probably recycled out there, you know, time after time because it's the fault of the industry. The industry hasn't created anything new for, you know, Goodson and team to present your way. So I'm really excited for our timing of this market where maybe that Stanley tumbler still high demand, but it's going to come down the mountaintop pretty soon here. So hopefully some of our cool models that are unique in shape, form factor, decoration capabilities, will be able to carry that baton here for the future. But also when your logo is on a drinkware piece that stands out and it's seen in the public, it's going to get that many more eyes. It's going to be, where did you get that? What is that? Oh my goodness. So hopefully you guys have the same, you know, appreciation for what we've created here on our drinkware models. So first up is Timeos. So this is a countdown hydration reminder bottle. So, you know, fill the vessel with water, obviously. And this top part where you get your logo on the top cap acts as almost like a kitchen timer. And every 10 minutes, it reminds you to hydrate until obviously it completes its cycle. So it's great for obviously, you know, hydration, promoting, you know, wellness in the workplace, but also, you know, cool for college drinking games too, if you so wanted to. And then the fun thing too is it acts as a countdown clock. So it'll come with all these, you know, numbers and figures and can sit as like a top countdown clock. So you can, you know, count down the, you know, time for your vacation or the conference or the big product launch or, you know, things of that nature too, since it's a countdown element. Available in the black, the gray, and the white. Next up, and this is, right now, this is 1A, and I'll show you the next one that's 1B as far as quoted, requested, ordered. Is our Spiglo bottle. So it has the top, which is this cool like spigot, and it's metal. It's like a chrome. So it really shines like this gold or shines like the silver. But what my favorite part about this piece so far is the interest has come from two very different quadrants of life. So I'm getting the request, and I'm calling it, it's basically people are demanding this for stilettos to steel toes. So I'm getting the LA agencies that want to put this in a bottle in a boutique store and sell it for $95 or something stupid like that. But then I'm also getting the like steel toe, like blue collar, like oh, this is perfect for plumbing. This aligns with like, gas companies, oil companies, things like that, because it's got that kind of, hardcore industrial, closure mechanism with our spigot cap. Available in the black silver, white silver, and black gold. And I also need to call out that we have blanket pricing where if you want to do this laser etch, like how you see on this, Herald design, or you want to do digital, like we see on this like skull piece, the choice is yours. Blanket pricing. So however you want it to look, and we can go full 360 wrap and decorate around the entire, bottle if you so wished. If you guys need help with creative, we're creative experts, so we can help with filling up some of the voids to make it look like a merchandise piece, like a retail piece. That's what we want to do for your brand. We don't want to just sell you guys slap a logo kind of promo stuff. So yeah, here's this big low model. And then the 1B, I guess you'd call it, that's most demanded, has been this hexagon. And I think the appreciation for this model is really coming in the fact that it's so different, but it still checks this weird major box that we see in the industry of, yes, is the keep stuff hot and cold, of course, but does it fit in a backpack or a cup holder for your car? So the fact that it's different and it still checks that box, I think has got the industry very, very intrigued. It's also great too because you can do full, color print on one side and another opposite side if you wished, or you can hit it with laser, which looks really sleek. Pardon me,
Yeah.
sleek on the
How's
black
the
there.
full color print? I'm gonna say, how's that full color print holding up in the dishwasher? I know that's one of the main questions from a lot of our clients.
Yeah, we're rated at 36 to 40 washes.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Good deal.
yeah, yeah. There's actually this whole like rating chart you with
Okay.
ease and curing and everything of that nature.
Nice.
But and that's why you'll get all these things all in promo space, and the manual says, hand wash only, because they don't want to reveal that their logo might wash away for these other suppliers. So yeah, Hexagon, like I said before, very, very highly sought after. But Mike, the Mike Szymczak personal pick of the day, I've been loving this Perfora model. I just love the form factor of it. Another client said to me who got a sample, like, this is slim yet sturdy. Like this is like dainty, yes, yet I can also probably like, beat up a burglar with it. But no, this because it's got the double wall steel, but it's easily fits in, see this like female model's hands. It's got these like perforated dots, almost like a golf ball for better grip. But the cool thing we're doing too is, yes, we can do like the simple, slap a logo laser look, but we can also do this crazy over the cap opening seamless decoration too. So you can get that digital print that wraps all the way around the piece. So you can, kind of showcase cool creativity that way as well on the top. And then this is my talking point now too, where you guys are seeing some of this silly, crazy, fun, unique, yet functional Second Life packaging. Sometimes you can play your marketing agendas off of the packaging. So maybe you're, marketing in conferences, time to change up our go-to-market strategy or whatever. Sorry, I don't know your businesses that well. But
Even for like a or something like that, where you're like, we're still who we used to be or whatever. Like I
yeah,
love it. And just with all the packaging, really across the board, you're feels like you're giving an experience. It's not just like this, a water bottle that's in a cellophane bag and just kind of hand it out. Like it's a whole experience for whoever is the recipient of this thing.
yes, better well said. That was my California brain going bye-bye. But no, so this is the time capsule piece, which is like cool, fun, unique. Is it chintzy? Yes, of course it is. But it's something you can like, really catapult with whatever your marketing agenda is and, incorporate it into some of our cool, Second Life packaging features. So, and then two more bottles here. I'll show you one more after this. I know you guys have a time crunch. So Lucen, this is like one of those like, oh yeah, I've never seen a bottle that looks like this before. This is actually like patent pending right now too. So this is a billboard. Let's be real. This is a billboard that holds water because you get so much decoration space with this piece. You get full digital print on this outer shell, and then you get another side as well to print on. You get to print on the cap, and you get to 360 print the entire interior bottle as well. And then the outer shell is translucent. So it's really fun to see like what people are doing with like the graphics that are going to actually, carry through. You can still, semi see it through this outer shell. But yeah, we've seen some really cool artwork come through already on this one. Second Life packaging on this turns into water bearing. It can hold water, terranium. So you can throw, a little soil in there, a few seeds, and watch it grow. So yeah, this one is just absolutely wild. It's gonna be fun to see what people do with this creativity wise.
Does the
And,
outer section kind of like come apart from the intersection, or is that just all one solid piece?
yeah, so there's this clips into the top to hold it in place, so you can throw this into the dishwasher if you needed to or wished. The whole thing is dishwasher safe, but
Okay.
yeah, it's just
So the imprint is directly, I guess, onto the bottle itself. It's not like a slip of paper or something like that. Like it's actually printed onto the item and then assembled and then shipped like that.
yep, exactly.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's just yeah, it's a power statement of like what you can do with this kind of branding. Um, and then the next one is one of my first of the two 1 liter bottles. This is one of our bigger sizes. This one's also fun too. It's just a unique shape, unique form factor. This one's internally nicknamed like the shampoo bottle. This kind of looks like how a shampoo bottle might, be sitting on your shower shelves. The other cool thing too is it's squared off yet curvaceous, which is definitely gives it a unique look. But since it's squared off, we could hit it with, one logo here, one logo here, all 4 sides around if you wanted to, either digital or laser, like I said before. And then the Second Life packaging on Virtuos is a very functional, desk holder, desk organizer for all of your pieces that you need. So I'm a big fan of this one too, just because it is so different looking and really, like I said, just stands out. And then one more, let's see. Solarix, I like this one too. So these next 2 or 3 are like designed from scratch, but some other ones that we wanted to definitely offer and bring to the market. I just really like this one because of your 2-tier cap system where you can, obviously drink out of this part, but open it up fully to, get all your ice in there for, ice cold water while you're running around town as well. So I'm a big fan of the Solarix, which you can also do full digital wraparound or hit it with the laser etch, which also looks really sharp as well. And then, with the power of Goodson and us, you can also go custom. So you see these cool, unique, functioning Second Life packaging pieces. We can go custom with it at a 250 piece threshold, which is super low for our space, especially with how many custom touches you're going to get and the ability to, this is pieces of packaging that has long-term ROI. It's not a belly band that's getting ripped in half and thrown into the trash. So like that's a cool element of doing custom with us and Goodson on these models is because it's going to have that long-lasting ROI for that small investment to print the packaging. The headphone stand, you don't want it to say Echo Deep on the person's desk all day every day. So if you're able to pool enough quantity and get close to 250, let's go custom with it and get crazy. With
I
that, that's my
bet.
world. That's my world, guys. I'm gonna check the chat. I wasn't following along, so
If anybody has any questions, feel free to unmute, ask away, or put some questions in the box. I did have a question. So anybody who is interested in doing these tech items or things like that, like the headphones, a lot of times it's difficult for a client to kind of think through a use case. They love it on screen, all that fun stuff, but it's tough for them to think through a use case. And so I'm just curious to know if you've got any example use cases from some other vendors of how they're utilizing your items in different spaces that you could just kind of maybe just like rattle off like 1 or 2 of them.
yeah, for sure. So I mean, the beautiful thing, this is maybe going to be maybe too broad of a use case, but still, the beautiful thing about us and our ability to decorate one is it makes it perfect for any opportunity. So case being, maybe it's not going to be situations of 1,000 piece giveaways, but if you have upper echelon clients that you want to impress, um, which is I've utilized this many times, is give them a bottle that's personalized. That nothing says you care more about that individual or that company or whatever the case by actually putting their name on it. And it's also going to be something that they're never going to throw away. You know how many pens I have just like sitting back here that have my name on it? I'm not going to throw it away because it literally has my name on it. So you can co-brand, especially with us, like, maybe it's, their name, and then like maybe your, whatever you guys do, your capabilities, or just like cool, fun art too. I'm a big fan of just filling the void, maybe making your, maybe, taking a step back and thinking not so much like, all right, how can I fill this space with my corporate logo and image as big as possible? Maybe making that small right corner and making just cool art, cool graphics. Or if you're based in, bro was talking about the hillsides of the mountain, maybe cool like a mountain scene. So just making it look cool is just, this goes across the board for all promo, I feel, not just my line, but if it looks cool, people are gonna hold on to it. And what does that mean? That means ROI. That's what we're all about, right, guys? But
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
personalization for like leave behinds or trying to impress a client. Another fun trick I've done, this is a cool one, is for trying to like prospect or like get a meeting, is the empty box. So you ship somebody an empty box of like one of these nice things, and then hey, the little note on the inside, you want to book a meeting to get your awesome power bank or your awesome speaker, your awesome headphones, ship an empty headphone case. That's gonna spark a call. That's gonna spark a call to action as well.
Yeah, I love the idea of utilizing products for prospecting. Especially like once you land a client, or it's like once you get your first order with hello. Once you get your first order with a client, or once the client officially comes on board, utilizing one of these single piece minimums to send to that client for some headphones or something like that. That's just a really great way to put branding into your process, into your sales process that you may not already be doing. But I don't see any questions that are in here. But hopefully you guys see just why we have gotten so excited about Rupt, because of all the different things they're doing. I mean, they're fashion forward and all their pieces. Everything that they're doing is just like so different across the board. Love the sustainability. They're getting it all right. They're marking or hitting all the checkpoints that a lot of companies are looking for nowadays with the responsibly sourced stuff, and the second life packaging is just great. Super excited about it. You guys have only been kind of up and running for a couple months now, right? Like it's pretty fresh endeavor.
Yeah, this is a January launch. But like I said, it's while it is a new company, it's not a startup, it's a restart with all my, history of prior life.
So they launched in January. We found out about them, got super excited about them, and then said, "All right, you're coming on to our March show, so that we can let you know, we can put you in front of our clients, and hopefully you guys can see why we are so excited about them as well." But for today's purposes, where I know we're right up here on time, we try to end at 10:45. I don't want to respect everybody's time. Mike, thank you so much for your call today. Really appreciate it. Good luck over there on the West Coast and with the youngins. And we'll reach out if we need anything.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys, and let us know how we can support.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you, Mike. Thank you, everybody, for joining